Hey there, this is Killer Squirrel from thegamingstandard.com, and this is the Ellie Mesmer farm out of Jaya Bluffs. And let's get out of there right now. There's Jaya Bluffs, and we're walking out of town. I'll go over a couple of things with you real quickly. This is my Elementalist. You've seen him on the Jagamaran Feath farm that I did the Ellie Mesmer build on. I run him here. This is normal mode, unlike most of the runs that we do are in hard mode. This one is in normal mode, so it's pretty basic. These are the skills that you're going to require. Oh, wrong window. And they start off with this: Aftershock, Crystal Wave. Crystal Wave could be replaced with Tetnani's crystals. It's the same exact skill, just different name. Shockwave, Mantra of Earth again, Aura of Restoration, Stone Striker, Stone Flesh Aura again, and Stone Daggers. The order of the skills is pretty much irrelevant. Some people ask me why I put Stone Daggers over here. It doesn't really matter. I just happen to have it right there. So this is normal mode, and I do remember to have your Earth headpiece on and your 20% enchantments. This is my Drachner's staff. I use it for most of my Earth farms. Notice where I'm going right now. I skip this first group. I try to make it through them. If I aggro them, I just put on Earth Striker, and I'm not really concerned with the Yetis. The Yetis are not something I really need to worry about at all. They're not going to drop feathers for me, so I ignore them. But I will head right over here to these guys, and these are the guys I'm really concerned with. These are the guys I want to aggro. These are the guys I want to kill. So I wait a couple of seconds, and I'm going to wait until this group pretty much is all hitting me. I had one guy run over there to that Yeti that I aggroed earlier, and he took off, but that's it. And I don't want him to kill him before I get there because he is my feather. Oh, he killed him. Oh well. He didn't drop any feathers for me because the Yeti killed him. Alright, well, that's it. This is I'm doing this during the Guild Wars 7th birthday, so you're going to notice there's going to be some extra drops out here, more than normal. But there are my 5 feathers from that group that I wanted. So I will head on over this bridge here. And I take a little bit different route than some people do. I like to get all the groups. There's some people that will just take a shortened route. There's a group on a map on Wiki of build that some people take and a direction that some people take that's a little bit shorter than this. The reason I don't go that direction is I find that you actually run into less groups. You get less farming. You actually get less feathers. Some groups will do this. Nothing's a fan of a Yeti out here, so they fight. I let them fight. If there's one Yeti that there's a bunch of them and one Yeti's attacking, inevitably they'll win. And once the Yeti starts to get a little low like it is now, I'll just get myself together. I want to get them before their health starts to regen. So then I'll aggro them right up. Scoop them up. And just wipe them out. Notice how I used my 3 damage skills and these guys aren't quite dead. They weren't in full aggro of Aftershock. That's what Stone Daggers are for, so you just use them to finish them off. Things you really want to collect in here, other than feathers, are these feathered crests right here, because you could salvage those. You get about 3 to 5 feathers out of each one. It depends on how it goes. Other than that, I don't pick up anything out here. Okay, so just keep going around. And picking up your feather dropping groups. I like to wait to cast anything until my health's either kind of low or I have the entire group pretty close to my aggro, like this. So I don't have to worry about using Stone Daggers. Grog, yay, 5 feathers, victory token, feather crest, that's another thing you want to pick up. So you can see it's pretty worthwhile. This is my inventory. I did empty my inventory before I came in, so everything that you see in here, minus the lockpicks and obviously my identify kit and my salvage kit, is something that I've picked up since I've been in here. Sometimes this group will decide they want to fight with that Yeti group. Oh no, I wanted to catch them first, but there they go anyways. Now I'm gonna. Sometimes if I'm lazy, I'll let them fight it out. But in this case, I'm gonna just, for the sake of this video and some time, I'll just fight it out with these guys and wipe them out. Feather crest. And here they are. They took out that Yeti, and now they want a piece of me. A piece of squirrel. No problem, bring it on. There you go. Oh, no feather crests in there. Alright, and let's head on. And a lot of farms that I've seen go down this way, that way to get over the bridge. I go over the bridge and over this island. I come back to that group. I've used this as my last group. So, like I said, I feel that I run into more groups the route that I go. It's not quite as fast a farm, but I'd rather, utilize my time in here and kill as much as I can. So it's just personal preference, the route that you take. Like I said, there's a route on PVX that can give you, on the PVX forum, that can give you kind of a shorter route, but you don't run into quite as many groups, therefore not getting quite as many feathers in exactly. And like I said with Yeti, I ignore Yeti completely. I just put up my buff and just walk right by him and just pretend that they're not there. So now the other videos or the other farms tend to have this as your last group, and they run it up, down this side, and then up this direction. This is my middle group for me. And gives me more groups, because see, there's 3 groups right here that I want to get. So sometimes I'll show you how to try to pull a couple of groups together, and I grow a bunch of them at the same time. Get them really mad, get them all hitting me. Champagne popper. Okay, and there's a little hidden trail right off here that goes up this way. There it is, and I'm going to take that up top. And I'll actually aggro a lot of the times if this group's close. See how they run off that direction and fight that Oni? I'll go get them later. If they're hanging up here somewhere, I'll scoop them up now. If they're not, I'll just wait till later. And this Oni has a boss, this Yeti has a boss group in it right here. And again, I just ignore them. I really don't care what they do. I just walk right by them. If they aggro on me, they aggro on me. Most times if I hug this wall right here, I could just get right by him. On the way up and on the way down. And that's where your 20% enchant staff comes in really helpful, just to keep all your enchantments up all the time. I don't even pick up purples. To me, it's not worth it. But look at my inventory. You can see quite a wide variety. 20 feathers. These are the ones we're looking for. I'll keep kind of separate these down the bottom. So you got quite a good amount already. And I head up here. And I'll run by these Yeti again. It is a little bit of backtracking, but like I said, I use this. I'm going to use my time in here wisely instead of just running by groups. Now, depending on how I feel and how I'm doing, my lag or whatever, I'll try to grab both of these groups together at the same time. Or if that happens to me and I get crippled. If I get crippled, I'll just ignore it and I'll just fight them all at one time. Quite a bit of feather crests right there. Give me in 12, so that's quite a bit that I can have for later as I salvage those out. Now this is that group that I ran by before that was fighting that Oni, so I'll scoop them up now. I said you want to wait for these guys right here. These are your necros, and a lot of the times they'll, eventually they'll get annoyed enough and just come right down into aggro. This guy's being a little, he's kind of being a pain in the neck. There we go. He's finally in. And there it is. I don't collect bones anymore. Some people do. It's just you can collect them in there. There's quite a bit of them that do drop in this area. Now this group that's down on this other side over there, I'll get them. That's actually one of my last groups that's on the other side down there. That's one of my last groups. I don't need keys. Keys are only good in normal mode anyway, so I don't need them over here. Only in this area, unless you want to open normal mode chests. Okay, what I do with this group here, oh, they're fighting Yeti. Alright, usually if they're not fighting Yeti, I'll try to pull these two groups together. But they're over there fighting, so we don't want to wait and pull more Yeti over than we need. So for this time, I'll just separate these groups. Depends on how it goes. This is Guild Wars. Nothing ever happens the right way. So I tend to do things as, however, convenient for that run. There's the assassin boss. Wow, that assassin boss did some damage to that group. I mean, the elemental boss, sorry. Almost missed this group down here. I wasn't paying attention. Now I just go right around this area here, and then this is my my last group. So I create one loop right all the way around. This didn't work out for my cause. They all wanted to go after Yeti, which is fine. I'll bring them over to the Yeti, and then we'll just all fight over here. I'll kill them both. Sometimes I pick up stolen supplies, but usually you're not going to get too much exciting out of those. And this is it here. This is my last group. These are two groups right here. What I do is I'll actually try to scoop in and grab both of them if they don't cripple me like they did again. They're into crippling today. Okay, and that's it. And then you could sit there and break apart your feathered crests. And you can see you get about 3 for each one. So I'm not going to sit here and break every single one of them apart. But you could do some math. You get about, between 75 and 100 on a good run. You can get up to 150, but that's about the size of it for this one. We're getting a lot of other drops, though, because it is the birthday weekend. Got some champagne poppers and birthday cupcakes and tokens because this is Guild War's 7th birthday. But that's it. This is the Feather Farm out of Jaya Bluffs, and I am Killer Squirrel from thegamingstandard.com. If you have any other further questions, you could whisper me in game or go to our website, www.thegamingstandard.com, and sign up on our forums and post any questions you may have. Stay classy, Socks.